Hello and welcome. Hello everyone. How is everybody doing today? I guess last night there was a crazy storm and it really, I guess it shook the house. I was sleeping. I didn't know it was shaking the house, but it was. Pouring my coffee into my cup. Ooh, a morning cup of coffee. Yeah. Morning cup of coffee with you all. So welcome everybody. For those who are joining me the first time, my name is Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and coming to you with the shenanigans of the planets. And just to give you the 411 on what's going on with the planets at this time. A lot of things still going on. Moon is in Libra, just went into Libra today. So we do have, it's all, balancing relationships you're going to be finding over Monday and Tuesday, finding that balance within yourself. And it's opposing Neptune, and not to get lost, right? Good morning, Ken. Not to get lost in the illusions of what you want for relationships and how you want to find that balance in your life. Because Neptune, he's been playing a little bit of havoc with everybody, right? Good morning. Good morning, Charlie Bear. He's really bringing in some, people can get lost in the delusion of it all. Like you can get lost in the delusion of this relationship or of who I am, and not, because Libra is all about balance and bringing that balance in. I don't know why my guides are showing me this, but they're showing me this image of, there's a movie where this woman, she was a larger woman, and this one guy, he was only attracted to real sexy, beautiful girls, but something happened. I don't know, a spell was put on him or something. And all of a sudden, every woman he saw, and especially this really big one, was beautiful and attractive and sexy. And he was the only one who could see it. Nobody else could see it. And sometimes we can get lost in that delusion. Sometimes we can get lost in the delusion of somebody else where it appears to be something that it's not. And that's really what we have to look at and have to see how that is in our life at this time. And with of course Pluto and Jupiter and all those guys are still doing, they're still in Capricorn. This month we're heading into June. June's going to be crazy. This week is coming up. Shiloh Hall was the movie, I think. Oh, okay. And it was it's sorry, I'm just like, oh, okay. And with Mercury at 3 degrees, and Mercury is going to be slowing down soon in Cancer, and it's going to do its full retrograde in Cancer. So we're going to have a full Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which is going to be going over a lot to do with our feelings. The nodes aren't there anymore, so you're going to be feeling it more than when the nodes are there. Nodes are kind of like, they bring you into that kind of illusionary kind of place. And now with them being in Gemini, it's wanting to bring in full impact on your feelings, on how everything is going in your life. How is the grounding field? How are you grounded within your own life? How are you grounded within your emotions, and how are you dealing with your relationships through this all, right? And that's relationships on all, as soon as you say relationships, everybody's like, oh, but I don't have a husband or a wife or boyfriend, girlfriend. Relationships are everything. Your mother, your daughter, your brother, your cousins, your sisters, all of that, who you work with, all of those are relationships, right? So how are you dealing with all of those relationships in your house, and how is that defining you as a person? So how are those relationships defining you as a person? Are they defining you in helping you? Are you helping them to become better people? Or are they Are you at every moment trying to take each other down in some way? Or if you're in a job where someone is trying to pull you down, or it's a constant fight to keep ahead, constantly fighting to keep ahead. So this is where we have to start to really look at it, because we're coming every step. I feel like every week we're coming into, and it's stepping us into this more solidified concrete as we are wanting to ascend to the higher level. But if we are wanting to stay, I feel like there's just this heaviness that's coming in, and the heaviness are like, okay, if that's where you want to stay, that's fine. That's okay. If you want to stay in that relationship, if you want to stay in that job, if you want to stay in doing that with yourself, if that's where you want to be, if you're unable to step out of the thresholds and onto the other side, the angels are telling me, well, that's okay, because that's part of their voyage. That's part of what you have decided to do. Not that you have to do it, but you've decided to do it. And one of the, 19 years of karma. Yeah, something like that. I got to close my window. It just started to get cold outside. 19 years of karma. Yeah, easy. Well, that's just one. I think that's just one of the cycles. But yeah, we are releasing. It's actually, so we got to think of 2012. 2012 was the first with the Venus retrograde, and the Venus retrograde coming in, and we have this Venus retrograde alignment that's coming in with the sun on the 3rd. We also have the Venus alignment, the Earth, Venus, Sun, and the comet coming in, and this comet are just in perfect alignment on the 3rd. And that comet is known to shake things up, to make things create new opportunities. But I believe in creating the new opportunities is going to create a lot more chaos. So we're going to see a lot more chaos and destruction that's going to come in. And with that, Venus is all about relationships too. She rules Libra. So she wants to bring in the balance. She wants to bring in, that of what we need for ourselves. So this is our own chaotic selves, our own chaotic energy that we have within our own selves. Not so much the outside world, it's in our own selves. And what is that voyage? They keep saying voyage. So what is that voyage you want to create for yourself as we go forward? So for myself, one of the big things, you all know that I'm on a health thing. So taking that health thing, but when I talk to people and they're like, oh my God, that's so expensive. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm investing in me. I'm doing the investment in me and how I need to be. And a lot of people, many people are wanting like a quick fix. That's where this energy is coming in and saying there is no quick fix for what it is that you want to do within yourself. If you start doing the micro steps, not the macro steps, doing the micro steps, and you start doing the micro steps, that is what it takes, right? That's what it takes. No, for me to do this. Now, I know Candace is saying, well, how much are you spending? There's different levels. But people, I bought the whole thing. I bought all the vitamins, the minerals, everything, and the protein pack and the whole bit. So I sacrificed some things in my family in order to do this. And it's actually that the money came back to me. So that's the thing, is that I knew that what I was doing, I had to do. So this is where, when you are making a whole new routine for yourself, can cost you anywhere, like especially when you're talking about vitamins and minerals and getting protein, and you're getting your omegas, and you're getting other multivitamins and probiotics, the whole bit. You can spend anywhere from $300 up to $800 for supplements that can bring you forth that can keep you in alignment and help you keep going for a good 45 days plus. So that can answer your question. So yeah, and even with tomorrow's starting June 1st, I'm starting my ceremony. I'm very excited about starting that ceremony of just bringing in the cacao, connection with the cacao, and connection with the goddess and the spirits, and bringing that energy in a new way. So this is where making those changes, the changes could be for you getting up and doing your meditations every morning, but doing it on a consistent basis. If you tell me you can't meditate, I say do it twice a day. Right? This is where this energy is coming in. It's like you got to start making those internal changes, because as we are going through, and as I say, and they keep showing me the steps of going down, and going down of taking in and going down is really bringing in a lot of heaviness, and that's what they just keep saying. Less than $1 a day minimum. Yeah, thereabouts. To do, being a holistic nutritionist, if you are wanting to make a really big change in your, and start making that change in your life to proper diet and everything else, the biggest thing is the starting. The biggest thing is that first investment, because the first investment's always the hardest, because you have to go in and say, oh, you mean I got to buy this meat and I got to buy that meat? And looking at where you're buying your meat, looking at where you're buying your vegetables. And this way outweighs all the medical cost. That's the other thing that people don't realize. When you start to invest in yourself, where you don't see the savings. And that's the whole thing. It's like people want to see the savings, or they want to see it right away. They want to have it right away. They want to be able to do whatever it is and have the change. They want to be able to find that lover and have a fabulous relationship, and their life will be perfect. You know, that's what people are looking for. And that's what the frustration is that you see outside. So many times, for so long, people have been complacent with the world around them. And it took something to trigger people in a way to awaken them. And that's the only thing that could have awakened them. It took that to awaken whatever that situation. There's something there. It could be, it's like when somebody finally goes to the doctor and they get a diagnosis and it says, okay, you got cancer. You're like, oh, well, I don't want to live with this. Well, then what do you want to do with it? How do you want to change the world that you live in? So this is where, when we are doing things, does take effort, does take cost. If you are wanting just to go on basic, I know I can guarantee you that doing a basic diet without proper vitamins and minerals and some kind of form of maintaining it, it'll be more difficult. The Rock will even tell you that too. I mean, for having good nutrition and stuff like that, and spending the money on good nutrition, you have to. But even for when you are wanting to say get into yoga, you want to go into yoga, and having some of the equipment, it might seem kind of basic at first, but it's putting that initial cost out there in order for things to change for you. And that's where, and especially with Mercury there, I'm just looking at Mercury. Mercury's like almost, he is opposing Saturn in that. And I'm just feeling in Saturn, he's sort of in between that Saturn and Jupiter energy. So there's this information that's trying to get out to us. And it's there in Capricorn, and it's there with Jupiter, and Jupiter's trying to expand the information. But are you receiving the information? Is the information being blocked, or will it be blocked from you? And if so, what's blocking it? What is that block? It could be a physical block. Now, this one I feel is more of the consciousness. So is there a block in communications and stuff that is going on there? And the thing is the one thing I tell people is that if somebody gives you information, look it up. Do your own investigation. Look it up. I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were saying something about the royal family and lineage and all of this. So I started to look it up, and I found out, well, the crest came off, and they showed the lorry or the delivery truck accidentally hit, and the way it hit, anyways, it knocked the emblem off. They had to border up some of because it's not being used in the palace, so they just precautionary and stuff like that. They did that. So I thought, well, okay, somebody took one thing and they blew it all up. So that's why I'm saying you really got to watch the information that you're receiving right now and do your due diligence in looking it up, right? So that you know, and that's so important. So when you know, that's the whole thing I got, like when you know your truth, you can stand in your truth and you can stand in that energy of knowingness because you know. Does that make sense? Yeah, because that's what they're telling me. So you got to stand in your own knowingness because you know. That's what my guides keep telling me to tell you. You guys, you know, all of you know, but some of you are afraid to step into your knowingness. Cool. So here's the challenge as we're going into June and we're coming towards the summer solstice. What do you want to do for the next 21 days to make a change in your life? It could be getting up early, doing a meditation. It could be journaling. It could be all of a sudden, maybe you are wanting to, do something different. I don't know, whatever you want to do. It's a challenge for the next 21 days. What is it that you want to do for the next 21 days for yourself to make change, to do change? Is that 2 or 4? That's 2. Oh, that looks lots. That's good. Thank you. What do you want to do to make those changes in your life? Like what? 21 days, make it simple. Make it simple. What is it for the next 21 days you want to do? And this is your own personal journey. This is yours. Nobody else's. And it could be as simple as going for a walk on a daily basis. It could be that you start doing a mantra and you do a daily mantra. So you do a 21-day mantra. It could be that you decide to change something up in your life, or you're daring yourself to wear brighter colors. It could be anything like that. So this is where a 21-day challenge to get you guys into an alignment to help you to make changes within your own selves in order for you to be stronger as we are ascending higher. So we don't get caught in the lower energies and the vibrations that are coming forth over this coming week and this coming month. Mercury going retrograde June 18th. So on June 18th, we got Mercury going retrograde for 3 weeks, along with all the other dudes. I got to call them dudes. And then Neptune is going to be going retrograde. So we have this energy of let's, and we have an eclipse, almost a full eclipse coming up this Friday. So we have a full eclipse that's going to be coming up in Sagittarius. So we have this ecliptic. So things aren't going to be seen fully and are going to be revealed for us over the next 6 months. So if we take preparation now, then we're able to, whatever is unfolding for us, especially in the next 6 months. So we got to think, okay, so we have 3 eclipses. So let's go for August, September, October, November, December to January 2021. So now we are preparing ourselves for the next 6 months. Physically, mentally, spiritually, how do you want to do it? So it starts, with this challenge that I want to put out there to you. It could be learning something. Maybe you want to take a class. It could be that you want to you're going to challenge yourself to drink more water. on a daily basis. Those little things are going to start making a big difference. So what is it? What are those things, or what are those that you want to do? Because Mercury's coming in and he's like, really, he's sort of in between and making some, just something's blocked there. Something's going to get revealed this week. And I think it's going to throw a lot of us off to the side. We're not expecting. There's some changes that are coming in that we're not expecting. We're not expecting some changes. So that's one of my predictions for something that, because where Neptune is, Neptune media coming down to Jupiter, wanting to in Taurus. So there's something that's going to throw us off in the mix. Something's going to throw us off in the mix because it's sextiling over there. It's not going to seem bad at first, but it's going to slowly build up to something that is going to be more invasive in our lives. Ooh. And coming into that. And June 3rd, something's going to open up. Because yeah, wow. So this is going to be an interesting week. Just saying. But I know something's going to be thrown off. Like, what we've seen with the riots and the people protesting, that's nothing. Happy birthday to you, peace and love, 408. Yes, have a fabulous birthday. Enjoy your birthday. Embrace the beautiful, it's the moon's in Libra. You have, so I mean, you got your air sister in there with you, so it should be pretty good. Let's just make it good just for you. We'll make it good for you. Yes, it is. And I just feel like there's, for us, it's, doing that 21-day challenge. So sending you guys out so much peace and love today. I'm just looking over there. It's just there. It's almost where here. Okay, I was going to end it, but I'm not going to end it. Just hang on, because they're showing me something. It's where things that look pretty may not be as pretty as what you think they are, and the things that look evil may not be so evil as what you thought they were. So what you may have thought was evil may be good, and what you may thought was good may be evil. Because the goodness seems, or this energy that's coming in is looking very, very made up. It's very made up. So that's something that's coming in that's very made up, something that's very, but wants to give you things, gift you things. So it's like beware of strangers, beware of strangers bearing gifts. Interesting. Never know what's going to happen. So, anyways, let me pull out some cards because they're just sending me all over the place with all different information. Getting too scattered. Pull out some cards here. Whoa. We don't want things to change. We want things to be the same. We want to go back the way it was. We don't want to go forward into our new life. So our energy is coming in that a lot of us don't want to make the changes that we need to make. We want to continue going on with what we've been doing. We don't want to make any changes. We don't want to go forth, even though information is coming in and clarity. Some clarity is coming in for people, but they don't want to accept the clarity. They want to stay in the delusion of it. And what God is trying to show us is that you have the intuition. So God and the universe and your goddess is showing that you have the intuition to go forward. You have the insight. You may not know all of it. So remember, it's mutable. It's like a speck in your eye. You might get a speck in your eye as you're going down the road. Is that going to ruin your whole journey? If a bug hits your windshield, is that going to stop you from driving? This is a huge ass bug, but usually it doesn't. It doesn't stop you. So you clean it off and you continue on. So knowing that you are headed in the right direction with the information that you're receiving, not all of it's going to be clear, but you got to step forward into where you need to go. You got to step forward into that unknown. Allow yourself to step over. And they're like, instead of keep going down the stairs, there's a bridge that you can cross. There's a bridge that you can cross. You just got to trust in crossing it. I got a picture of the first Shrek and Donkey as he's getting Donkey to go across the rickety bridge into the castle to go save Fiona. But they made it across. He got them across. They were good. They trusted. You got to trust. Because if you're not going to trust, what happens is that you're blocking. There's a lot of things that you're blocking within this mundane world. You're blocking it. There's some blocks that are coming in within this world that, when you see her upright, it's like, okay, we know things are coming in and, we have some savings, we have some foundational, but when we're like this, it's just like, okay, is it all falling away? Maybe it has to fall away. Maybe there's things that you've been hanging on to too tightly. They have to fall away in order for you to really hear what it is that you need to receive. So it has to fall away in order for you to embrace your newness. It's like almost where if you feel, because like yesterday was like, it was Venus saying goodbye. Like goodbye to a lot of things, goodbye, to alignments that are no longer in your alignment. They might have done you well for what they have, but now they are not there for you. So you have to move forward. And knowing that you're moving ahead with it all. You're moving ahead. You're going forward with it all. You're going into a new direction. You're standing firm in the direction that you need to go into. And know that you will be safe. That's what they want me to tell you. Pleiadians are coming in strong. The Pleiadian energies and the Seven Sister energies, the goddesses are coming in very strong and helping and wanting to guide us. So embrace your goddess energy, embrace that intuition and that love that you have within inside of you, and allow for your flame to ignite in all that you do. So I am now sending you out with blessings. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. Blessed be everybody. Know that there's a bridge there for you to cross. Do not be afraid. You're fully guided. The guardian angels and Archangel Michael is watching over each and every one of us as we guide upon our path. And know that he is that bright star in the east that wants to help us and guide us to our truth. Blessed be everybody. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.